Welcome. Today, we step into a space where water is more than just an element. It is a feeling, a breath, a mirror to the soul. The journey of koi pond versus suikinkutsu is not about which is better, but which speaks to you. Imagine standing at the edge of a Japanese garden water feature. The air cool, the sound soft, each ripple or drop invites you to listen, reflect, and choose the water that will guide your garden's heart. In the koi pond versus suikinkutsu debate, the choice begins with sound. A koi pond whispers in ripples, the water moving in slow arcs around the fish. A suikinkutsu, by contrast, sings with delicate, bell-like tones as droplets fall into a hidden basin. In a Japanese garden water feature, sound is not background. It is the pulse of the space, the music of stillness. Each note or wave shapes the atmosphere in ways you may not expect. A koi pond invites life and motion. The colors of the fish, bright orange, white, and black, glide beneath the surface, their movement a living brushstroke. The suikinkutsu, in comparison, hides its beauty underground, revealing it only through sound. Choosing between koi pond versus suikinkutsu is like choosing between watching a painting move or hearing a melody unseen. Both offer peace, yet they feed the senses differently, each a master of its own language. In ancient Japan, a koi pond was a symbol of perseverance and good fortune. Watching koi swim slowly through clear water was thought to inspire patience and strength. The suikinkutsu, meanwhile, was a secret pleasure tucked away in tea gardens, its tones delighting guests who bent down to listen. The history of koi pond versus suikinkutsu is a story of openness versus subtlety, one proudly on display, the other a hidden treasure in the Japanese garden water feature tradition. A koi pond reflects the sky. On a bright morning, clouds drift across its surface, each passing shape mirrored in perfect clarity. A suikinkutsu reflects nothing. It draws you in through your ears, not your eyes. The beauty of koi pond versus suikinkutsu is that one brings the outside world into its waters, while the other closes your eyes and guides you inward. In the heart of a Japanese garden water feature, you will find which reflection matters most. When standing beside a koi pond, time seems to slow. The fish turn lazily, creating gentle ripples that expand outward in soft circles. A suikinkutsu slows time in a different way. The sound of each drop is so delicate, you find yourself pausing, holding your breath to catch it. Koi pond versus suikinkutsu becomes a question of movement versus stillness, and which type of Japanese garden water feature you want to shape your moments of calm. A koi pond is alive in all seasons. In spring, blossoms drift into the water like confetti. In summer, dragonflies hover above the surface. In autumn, leaves float quietly, framing the fish in warm golds and reds. Winter turns the pond into a sheet of glass. The suikinkutsu, though hidden, changes too. The tone of its drops shifts with temperature. The koi pond versus suikinkutsu choice is about how you want to feel the seasons in your Japanese garden water feature. In the evening, a koi pond glows under lantern light, each koi illuminated like a jewel in the water. A suikinkutsu fades into the darkness, but its song becomes clearer in the stillness of night. The koi pond versus suikinkutsu decision might be about the hours you love most. Are you drawn to the shimmer of water at dusk, or the mystery of a sound that leads you into the shadows of a Japanese garden water feature? A koi pond asks for care, water filtration, feeding, gentle cleaning. The koi depend on you. A suikinkutsu asks for almost nothing. Its beauty is self-sustaining once built. Koi pond versus suikinkutsu might be a choice between active tending and quiet appreciation. In a Japanese garden water feature, the level of commitment you offer will shape the relationship you build with it and the rewards it offers in return. Imagine a guest stepping into your garden for the first time. With a koi pond, their eyes are immediately drawn to the color and movement. With a suikinkutsu, they pause, puzzled, until they lean close and hear the gentle chime of water. The koi pond versus suikinkutsu question is also about how to wish to surprise others. Will your Japanese garden water feature announce itself in bold beauty, or whisper its presence only to those who listen deeply? koi pond offers a stage for interaction. You can feed the fish, watch them rise, feel the connection in their gentle movements. A suikinkutsu offers no such direct engagement. Its gift is in the quiet patience of listening. Koi pond versus suikinkutsu is a choice between touch and distance, participation and observation, each with its own form of intimacy. In a koi pond, light dances on scales. The movement of koi turns sunlight into a living mosaic. The suikinkutsu offers no such light play. Its artistry is entirely in sound. Some find the koi pond's visual richness overwhelming, others find the suikinkutsu's simplicity too minimal. The decision is often about which sense, sight or hearing, you wish to awaken most. When the wind passes over a koi pond, the ripples meet the curves of the stones at its edges, creating a subtle, shifting texture. In a suikinkutsu, the wind makes no difference. The drops fall as they always do, serene and measured. Koi pond versus suikinkutsu can be as simple as whether you enjoy a garden that responds to the weather, or one that remains constant. A koi pond connects above and below. You see the fish, but you also know the depth they inhabit, the hidden space beneath the surface. A suikinkutsu connects surface and below in another way. Water above meets the hollow chamber below, and music is born. It is a conversation between visible depth and audible depth, each revealing a world you can never fully touch. The edges of a koi pond can be dressed in smooth stone, moss, or stepping paths. The suikinkutsu often hides beneath decorative basins, with bamboo spouts guiding the water. Koi pond versus suikinkutsu reflects design personality. Do you want your water feature framed openly for display, or tucked into a crafted setting that conceals its true source? koi pond, shadows of fish slide beneath the surface like passing clouds. The suikinkutsu has no shadows, only sound, drifting upward from an unseen place. Koi pond versus suikinkutsu is partly about visibility. One offers life you can see and follow, the other life you can only imagine. The choice becomes personal. Watch your piece or hear it without distraction. A koi pond can become a centerpiece, drawing people to gather around it. Friends might linger, pointing out patterns on the koi or tossing food into the water. The suikinkutsu draws people closer, not with sight, but curiosity. Guests must lean in to discover the gentle chiming, the decision. Ask how you want people to approach, with open awe or quiet wonder. The surface of a koi pond changes with the hour. Morning brings soft gold reflections, noon shows the clearest view into its depths, and evening turns it into a mirror for lantern light. A suikinkutsu is unchanged by time. It is a steady voice in the garden. The choice is change versus constancy. Which rhythm should your water feature follow, the sky's or its own? When rain falls on a koi pond, each drop creates a brief ring. Before fading into the rippling dance of fish, in a suikinkutsu, rain becomes a layered song, droplets falling faster into the buried chamber, each note blending into a hushed chorus. This is not just design, it's a decision about how your water feature will answer the voice of the rain. A koi pond is never silent, even when the fish rest. The water itself breathes, flowing gently or stirred by wind. A suikinkutsu has moments of complete stillness, broken only when the next drop falls. The choice may depend on whether you want constant background life or a water feature that appears in fragments, offering small, perfect pauses through the day. Lighting plays differently on each. A koi pond, lit from beneath or above, becomes an illuminated stage for swimming jewels. A suikinkutsu needs no direct light. Its drama hidden, its beauty heard rather than seen. Koi pond versus suikinkutsu is also about your use of light. Will you frame it visually for night beauty, or allow it to remain a secret, even in darkness? The koi pond has a visible heartbeat. Its ripples move outward with each motion of the fish. The suikinkutsu's heartbeat is hidden in a hollow beneath the stone, revealed only when water touches it. In koi pond versus suikinkutsu, the heartbeat of your garden water feature can be something you share with everyone or something only you truly notice. With a koi pond, you become part of a daily ritual, feeding, checking water clarity, watching the koi's health. A suikinkutsu becomes part of a listening ritual, pausing as you pass by. They hear its tones. Koi pond versus suikinkutsu is about your relationship. Will it be a partner in caretaking or a companion in silent observation? On a windy day, the surface of a koi pond dances wildly, scattering reflections in silver fragments. In a suikinkutsu, the wind has no power, the sound of falling water remains the same. In koi pond versus suikinkutsu, you may decide if you want your water feature to respond to nature's moods or hold steady, no matter the weather's touch. A koi pond has depth you can measure and fish that move within it. A suikinkutsu's depth is hidden inside its hollow chamber. Sound travels in ways you can't see. In koi pond versus suikinkutsu, you choose between a water feature that reveals its world to your eyes or one that leaves its mysteries to your imagination. The koi pond's edges invite you to lean in and peer inside. The suikinkutsu's basin invites you to bend your ear to the stone. One draws you closer visually, the other physically. Koi pond versus suikinkutsu is a study in how a water feature can invite intimacy through what it shows or through how it makes you move. A koi pond may reflect cherry blossoms drifting from nearby trees, petals resting gently on the surface. A suikinkutsu may sit near the same blossoms, petals caught in the basin, before water carries them to its hidden chamber. In koi pond versus suikinkutsu, your water feature can either hold beauty in sight or carry it quietly away. During festivals or gatherings, a koi pond becomes a natural gathering point for laughter, conversation, and shared moments. The suikinkutsu remains quietly aside, a haven for those seeking a pause. From the crowd, koi pond versus suikinkutsu is also a matter of social rhythm. Do you want your water feature to be the center of energy or the keeper of solitude? A koi pond is a canvas you can change, adding lilies, adjusting rocks, or reshaping edges over time. A suikinkutsu is more permanent. Its design rarely altered once complete. In koi pond versus suikinkutsu, you choose whether your water feature will evolve with your creativity or remain a steady anchor in your space. The koi pond changes with the life inside it. Fish grow, plants spread, watercolors shift with the seasons. The suikinkutsu sound, while changing subtly with weather, remains mostly consistent. Koi pond versus suikinkutsu is about whether you prefer a water feature that grows and changes visibly or one that holds a timeless note through the years. Children are often drawn to koi ponds, fascinated by the living creatures and eager to feed them. The suikinkutsu holds a quieter appeal. Only those who listen closely will hear its voice. Koi pond versus suikinkutsu is about how you wish your Japanese garden water feature to connect with people of different ages and temperaments. The koi pond offers drama, flashes of color, moments when the koi leap for food, sudden bursts of ripples. The suikinkutsu offers poetry, each drop a syllable, each pause a line break. Koi pond versus suikinkutsu is also about what kind of art you want in your Japanese garden water feature, a painting in motion or a poem in sound. In winter, a koi pond may freeze at the edges, the fish retreating deeper into the water's warmth. The suikinkutsu in winter becomes sharper, each drop sound clearer in the cold air. Koi pond versus suikinkutsu offers different winter beauty, one a scene of quiet survival, the other a song made purer by the chill in your Japanese garden water feature. A koi pond reflects the passing of clouds. It is open to the sky's moods. A suikinkutsu is enclosed, protected, and unchanged by what passes above. Koi pond versus suikinkutsu may come down to whether you want your Japanese garden water feature to be a mirror for the heavens or a steady voice beneath them. A koi pond can be seen from afar, catching the eye from the garden gate. A suikinkutsu must be discovered up close, often surprising those who find it. Koi pond versus suikinkutsu is about visibility in your Japanese garden water feature. Will it call to visitors the moment they enter, or wait patiently to be found like a hidden story? The koi pond thrives in daylight, showing its full beauty when the sun strikes the water. The suikinkutsu thrives in quiet, its voice clearer when the garden is still. Koi pond versus suikinkutsu asks W. Which hours you treasure most? Will your Japanese garden water feature live in the sun's embrace or sing most sweetly in hushed moments? A koi pond invites you to stand and gaze for long stretches of time. The suikinkutsu invites brief visits, a moment's pause before you move on. Koi pond versus suikinkutsu can shape how you spend your time with your Japanese garden water feature, a lingering meditation or a passing sip of serenity. The koi pond celebrates abundance, life, movement, color. The suikinkutsu celebrates restraint, sound, space, simplicity. Koi pond versus suikinkutsu reflects a deeper truth about your spirit. Do you crave the richness of many elements or the purity of one? Either way, your Japanese garden water feature will mirror you back. When lit at night, a koi pond becomes a lantern of its own, glowing from beneath. A suikinkutsu at night remains hidden, its song floating in the dark. Koi pond versus suikinkutsu asks you how your Japanese garden water features should behave after sunset, illuminated for all to see, or cloaked in mystery. A koi pond can grow to suit the space, expanding with more plants, stones, or fish. A suikinkutsu remains the same size, its charm contained in its smallness. Koi pond versus suikinkutsu is about scaling your Japanese garden water feature. Do you want room to grow or beauty in a fixed form? The koi pond's movement can be heard faintly, a soft splash as fish break the surface. The suikinkutsu's sound is intentional, every drop resonating. Koi pond versus suikinkutsu is also about how you want sound to live in your Japanese garden water feature as a gentle byproduct of life, or as the main performance. A koi pond is open to the elements, leaves, petals, even the reflection of birds in flight. The suikinkutsu is sheltered, its voice unaltered by passing debris. Koi pond versus suikinkutsu is about whether you want your Japanese garden water feature to be a stage for nature's improvisation or a piece of music played the same way every time. The koi pond offers many focal points: fish, plants, stones, reflections. The suikinkutsu offers one: its sound. Koi pond versus suikinkutsu comes down to how many threads you want. In the tapestry of your Japanese garden water feature, do you want a rich weave or a single, perfect line? A koi pond tells its story in color, the suikinkutsu tells its story in tone. Koi pond versus suikinkutsu is about which language you want your Japanese garden water feature to speak, one painted in vivid strokes, the other whispered in musical notes. In the presence of a koi pond, conversations often flow naturally, the water's life putting people at ease. In the presence of a suikinkutsu, voices soften, as if not to disturb its delicate music. Koi pond versus suikinkutsu is about the mood your Japanese garden water feature will inspire in those who visit. koi pond is outward, offering its beauty freely to all who pass. The suikinkutsu is inward, its treasure revealed only to those who seek it. Koi pond versus suikinkutsu is a choice between an extroverted or introverted Japanese garden water, featured each beautiful in its own way. Maintenance is part of the koi pond's rhythm. Changing water, tending plants, caring for the fish. The suikinkutsu requires almost none, a quiet constant. Koi pond versus suikinkutsu is about whether you find joy in tending the Japanese garden water feature, or prefer one that simply waits for you. A koi pond brings movement to your garden's heart. The suikinkutsu brings stillness. Koi pond versus suikinkutsu may be as simple as asking, do you want your Japanese garden water feature to dance or to sit in meditation? In summer heat, the koi pond reflects shimmering light, cooling the air nearby. The suikinkutsu's sound offers a cooling sensation of its own, as if the drops carry freshness. Koi pond versus suikinkutsu shows that your Japanese garden water feature can refresh you through sight or through sound. A koi pond adapts well to being the garden's main feature. The suikinkutsu works best as part of a layered design, complementing other elements. Koi pond versus suikinkutsu is also about the role you want your Japanese garden water feature to play, center stage, or quiet harmony. The koi pond changes with the fish you choose, each with unique patterns and personalities. The suikinkutsu song changes only with the shape of its chamber and the speed of water. Koi pond versus suikinkutsu is about whether you want your Japanese garden water feature to grow through living companions or remain steady through crafted design. A koi pond can be shallow, showing every stone, or deep, holding mysteries in its shadow. The suikinkutsu is always a hidden depth, concealed beneath stone. Koi pond versus suikinkutsu is about how much of your Japanese garden water feature soul you wish to show. The koi pond invites touch. You may trail your fingers in the cool water. The suikinkutsu invites listening, ears close to stone, catching its music. Koi pond versus suikinkutsu is about the sense you most wish to engage with your Japanese garden water feature. In autumn, a koi pond gathers drifting leaves into a moving collage. The suikinkutsu's basin catches them only briefly before water carries them away. Koi pond versus suikinkutsu is a choice of whether your Japanese garden water feature holds on to passing beauty or lets it go. The koi pond offers visible stories, the koi's slow arcs, the play of light, the changing plants. The suikinkutsu offers invisible stories, how each drop's sound is shaped by the chamber below. Koi pond versus suikinkutsu shows that your Japanese garden water feature can be a book read with eyes or one heard with the heart. With a koi pond, you can change its story anytime, add new fish, move stones, adjust plants. The suikinkutsu is complete when built, its beauty resting in permanence. Koi pond versus suikinkutsu is about whether your Japanese garden water feature is a work in progress or a finished poem. The koi pond's life is always visible, even from across the garden. The suikinkutsu's life is hidden, revealed only in its song. Koi pond versus suikinkutsu is about whether your Japanese garden water feature shows its heartbeat openly or keeps it a secret. A koi pond rewards the patient watcher. The longer you look, the more detail you see. A suikinkutsu rewards the patient listener. The longer you hear, the more patterns emerge. Koi pond versus suikinkutsu is about how your Japanese garden water feature teaches patience, through the eye or through the ear. Some choose a koi pond for companionship, others choose a suikinkutsu for solitude. Koi pond versus suikinkutsu is not truly about which is better, but which is right for you. Your Japanese garden water features should match the way you restore your spirit, through connection or through quiet retreat. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the gentle world of koi pond versus suikinkutsu. Whether you choose the lively dance of koi or the serene song of the suikinkutsu, your Japanese garden water feature will become a mirror to your soul. If you found inspiration here, please subscribe for more peaceful garden design ideas, and may your garden always reflect the calm you seek.